Hello, welcome back to the Enthusiast-Many. So, today I'm going to talk about my favorite tower beacons and the tower beacons I hate, which I can call my least favorite tower beacons. Now, my favorite tower beacon would be. Now, my actually favorite tower beacon is a tower. These type of beacons that are not used on towers, but probably in other countries. It would be cool to have a tower that shines blue at night. I did that in tower animations, like cartoons about towers on cities on other planets and stuff like that. Those are tower cartoons, I call them. And some of the towers are blue beacons. Those are foreign towers. They're meant to be foreign towers in my animation. But so this type of beacon would be kind of cool if it was used on towers. It would be kind of cool to have some towers that shine blue at night, just to be unique. Here's another blue beacon. I'm not sure what these are actually used for. Um, Probably sometimes for ambulances or police cars. I'm not sure. Here's another one. Um, okay, so my actual favorite tower beacon would be a beacon setup. But okay, but here is here is a the blue here is what a blue beacon would look like at night. So that would be pretty cool. And there is a tower beacon that does come close to a blue beacon because FH308 tends to have a bluish night mode. Yeah, FH308 by itself. Next, my actual favorite existing beacon would actually be a beacon setup, and it would be the FH308 combined with an incandescent. Now, this is an old incandescent. Well, actually, this is not old. This is a modern incandescent. But modern incandescents were created in the 1990s, like the mid 1990s. And so that's a mid 1990s incandescent. And the beacon to the left is a strobe. Now, what I'm talking about is strobe and incandescent beacon setup, where you have a strobe that flashes on white at day, or bluish white at day, and an incandescent that flashes red at night. So that'd be pretty cool. Or maybe the strobe and the incandescent can be both flashing. That'd be pretty nice. Okay, next up, another one of my these would be my most actual favorite beacons. My other favorite beacons that I hold in the same rank. They're just below the most favorite beacons. Would be FH324. So it's really nice. It has a good night mode, and it has a very bright day mode and a good night mode. But the old school LEDs have that night mode too. So I like the old school LEDs. They're really good LEDs. And yeah, I've always grown up with old school LEDs. I even thought they were dual strobes at one time because then I couldn't see them from close up, and they saw the day mode and the night mode. But I thought they were like dual strobes with a different day mode or something like that. Okay, my next favorite beacon, dual dialight LED. Now these are old school LEDs, you can call them. My other favorite old school LED is the FTS 360, and that's FTS 360. It's a common old school LED, but this is a dialight LED which fades. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Okay, next up, actually, there's another version of the dialight LED called the high intensity dialight LED, which just shines brighter since it's on taller towers. Okay, next up, the FH307. It's just a pretty cool beacon. It's rare. Next up, TWR strobe and fading LED beacon. It's pretty nice. It has a fading night mode, and I've once mistaken them for strobe and incandescent, because that like a type of incandescent with a short flat fading, because I didn't see the beacon from up close on one tower in South Bend, Indiana. Next up, I have a set of second favorite beacon, and that is the FTS 370 white. White only. So white only FTS 370. Not the red or the dual. I hate the red and the dual. I like the white only version. Now, FTS 370 white only is pretty cool, although I wish it would shine dimmer because sometimes they're too bright. Okay, next up. Whoops. Oh, man. Alright, least favorite beacons. Time for least favorite beacons. My least favorite beacons. Alright, FTS 370 red only. Man, I hate this beacon so much. FTS 370 red. The reason why is because in Mishawaka, Indiana, there's a radio tower that used to have a cooling incandescent, and it got replaced with this awful beacon. And also, I hate FTS 370 dual. The reason why is because there were two towers that had one of them had strobes and incandescents, two tiers and working markers, and the other one had a strobe and an incandescent with working markers. And they now got FTS 370s, and only one of them still has working markers. The one with the one FTS 370, the one with the two FTS 370s has absolutely no markers at all. And I hate the night mode. But sometimes they can. That's not the only night mode. Like the very fast, flashing red night mode. You can have different night modes, but that would be when I like an FTS 370 when it has a different night mode, better night mode. But when I just like an LED that has a good night mode. But if it has an awful night mode, it's just horrible. Now, yep, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.